All right, Shalom. I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Shema, Shah, Shema, Kakwadash, the abundance of the apostle and others, a great millstone. And Shalom to all the Akim out there pushing the word in sincerity and the truth. It's the brother Balls off from Great Millstone, Atlanta, and I want to just do this lesson on how basically all things are not profitable for all brothers. You know, of course, Sirach 37 and 28 says that, but I really wanted to, contextualize, through the spirit. Why I say that, of course, the scriptures first and foremost say it, but in this walk, us brothers, we come in all different shapes and sizes. Even though we're all brothers in the body, I understand we're Israelites. We all, come and worship, at the altar of Yahweh Shema Shai as a collective unit. But all of us brothers are very, very diverse in our own way. All right. You have, our apostles, elders, you have heads. You got brothers that's been along in this truth for 10 years, 15 years, 8 years, 7 years. Some brothers on the less years, 3 years, 2 years, a year, 6 months, 5 months, and just like all things, there's levels, man. There's definitely levels to this truth, and knowing that it's levels, us brothers that have been around for a little bit longer than most, our job is to oversee, to look over, and like the scriptures speak about, guide the flock, and knowing that a man is younger, you have to be a protector. You have to be very, very keen on how you deal with certain men, with things you provide, certain men, certain things that might harm him and damage him in his walk, and certain things that's not essential for his growth, but could rather be detrimental. And like I said, that comes with discernment, and it comes with understanding, like, even though, we're all in the truth, his brother's not on that level to deal on this, like back in the day, we would go out, get drinks in the club and things of that nature. Brothers kind of more so low key. Some brothers go out still, but the point is, you would go to certain areas and you excessively drink, and some brothers could balance that, but you might see at the end of the night one brother fucking head is bugged out, man. He bugged out, or he's in the bar or something like that, and these damn Edomites, man, all these black women, man, these faggots, man, and why is he doing that? Because of a youthfulness, man. And as you see those things occur when you go out and when you do certain things and group gatherings, what happens through the spirit, you start to trim down and be like, you know what, only you could deal with certain men on your tier. And if you were to deal with certain men under you, it would have to be in a controlled environment, because some brothers just don't have that level of self-control. And I'm just saying it plain and simple. It's the truth. Some brothers haven't harvested and developed that level of that the level of self-possession, and that doesn't mean the man is wicked, but that's something that he has to work on, And some brothers, like even in the truth, on the other, in the other side, so to speak, some brothers might not want to go out because they know that might not be that balance. But that's where some brothers sometimes will push a certain man. Come on, man, go out, man. It's gonna be bitches. It's gonna be brother. Like, you know what? I'm really not in the mood to go out. The spirit just told me to fall back. Man, you always fall back. Hey, the spirit might have it where that man just falls back to get his spirit right, man. And it's not that brothers didn't sign up, as a hangout club, man. But the glue that we have to stick together is the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai through this word. This ain't a fraternity club. So if some brothers don't drink, that's fine. If some brothers don't want to drink, that's fine. This isn't a thing where, like I said before, it's a party club, man. We all have to understand our levels and know how to deal with each other on each other's level accordingly through the spirit and power of the Lord. All right, so this is Sirach 37 and 27. My son, prove thy soul in thy life, and see what is evil for it, and give not that unto it. Right. So whenever you prove something, you go through the different trials and tests. All right. When you prove, gold, whether it's fool's gold or authentic gold, it has to go through the refinery to be proven through that furnace. And us brothers, you know, you go through things through your experiences, and you see like, man, that doesn't work out for me. It works out for certain brothers, but it just doesn't work out for me. Now maybe on later in your walk, it might be a benefit unto you, but if it's something that's a liability, you know, stay away from it, man. Don't try to force. Scripture says, "Force not the course of the river." Some brothers try to excessively do things that don't help them out in the long haul, or it's not really essential to this walk. You know, it's you have to first, as it is written in Colossians, be rooted and built. Focus on the foundation. Focus on calibrating your mind right through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah by learning this wisdom, man. Learning the basics, learning the Hebrew, learning the the basic breakdowns, understanding what it is to be an Israelite, and everything else. That's just the decoration. That's the aesthetics, man. You know, but before you polish things, you have to do the grind work. You have to grind it down. You just like if you grind in floors, or if you do anything, as far as painting go, you have the different grits where you break it down before you actually build it up. And like I said, some men be in the stages of breaking down, but some men be trying to polish them, and in the term or in the text of trying to basically have a man shine. Hey, we're gonna go out, we're gonna get you some women, we're gonna get you. It's some things aren't in season for certain men, man. And that's, like I said, that's fine. That's all right. Like I say, we're gonna go out. We're gonna hit this strip. Then we're gonna hit that strip. Then we're gonna kick some shots over here on this side of town. Then we're gonna go on this side of town. And then a brother might be so messed up that he drive home and he get into a car accident, man. And these situations happen, man. And sometimes it can be the younger man's fault, but it sometimes older men's fault, man. For trying to push certain men so hard and tell them, all right, brother, you need to slow down. All right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna call you Uber. I'm gonna do this to get you home. You obviously look like you're, drunk. And that's, like I said, where the level of overseeing and actually fully looking over a man's spirit comes in. And it says, and see what is evil for it, and give not that unto it. Right. And some things aren't evil for certain brothers. Some things work out for some brothers, but some things just don't work out for certain brothers. All right. Like me, sometimes drinking, drinking too much, I do not feel good after drinking. Sometimes the next day I might, have a lot of stomach pains and things of that nature. And I'm not a big drinker. Some brothers could drink day and night. That's not me. And if a brother, like, our brother, come on, man, kick those shots back, and if I say no, and if you say it to me again and I told you no, I'm personally going to get offended, to be honest, because it's like I told you no the first time. It might work out for your benefit. It doesn't work out. And brothers don't, especially here, in our camp, we understand these things, but, sometimes certain men, like I said, that might not have been around for a while and, might not have that level of discernment, they kind of just do a little, some brothers could be a little extra at times, and that's where you have to learn how to balance yourself within your own spirit and balance yourself within the presence of the body. It says, for all things are not profitable for all men, neither have every soul pleasure in everything. You see? Hey, even women sometimes. Some brothers just be in their be in their pocket. And that's fine, This isn't the kingdom, man. This isn't the house of pleasure. The scriptures speak about, a wise man is in the house of mourning, but basically the fools are in the house of pleasure, and the house of feasting, where you could eat anything you want, drink anything you want, you could just party and bullshit. Some brothers just, and you start to grow, you're like, man, that doesn't work out for me, man. Obviously the Lord just got it where it's just a stumbling block unto me. It might help the next man, but it just doesn't help you on your walk, and you just don't need it, man. Some foods are just detrimental to certain brothers. Some brothers just eat certain things, and it just might blow up their weight, might just have them feeling sick in the gut, and that's just how it is. Because, like I said, we're all different. That's why the scripture says all things are not profitable for all things For all men neither have every soul pleasure in everything. All right. 1 Corinthians 6:12. All things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any. Right. So all things are lawful. Like I said, you could drink, eat. It ain't no breaking the law. Hell, you could deal with multiple women. You could deal with 10 women. It ain't breaking the law. Where's the law that says that you can't do that? You read it, the accounts with certain men, which really in the law it tells you, which that's considered a king. It says the king shouldn't enlarge horses and all these things onto him because his heart would be turned away. But it isn't no law that says you can't deal with multiple women. But some men will try to deal with multiple women and try to get 3-4 wives in one house, and you see how that works out for them. They just really bug themselves out. And we're not in the kingdom, man. Our bodies aren't optimal. Our balance levels aren't as established as it should be. We're poor. We're in these jacked up bodies. Where you be carb sensitive and you're sensitive to certain foods and things of that nature. We just need the kingdom of heaven. And right now, what the Lord provided for us, we have to deal with it. And that's where discipleship comes from. That's why even I remember the Elder Pashad did a lesson how, the Apostle Star said it too. Brothers in GMS are stoics, man. You have to tap into that inner stoicism. And this is under the definition of expedient, simfero, which to bear or bring together, to bear together at the same time, to carry with others, to collect or contribute in order to help. Hence, to help, be profitable, be expedient. So everything is just not expedient or profitable. All right. Like I said, some things that a brother does, he might make a profit off of that. That it might help his growth within this path, and another brother might do the exact same thing, and it might have him damn near fall out, and that's fine. The Lord didn't make all, like I said before, originally at the beginning of the lesson, the Lord didn't make all men the same way, and you have to understand your ticks, man. Know how your time, your clock ticks. Know what things wire you. Know how you're wired through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah. Know what works for you. Know what things that it just don't work for you. All right. And that's why you shouldn't be jealous of the next brother's gift, but appreciate the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah and what he gave you. And another brother shouldn't look down on what you can't do either, because it's still balance. All right. Romans 14:1. Him that is weak in the faith receive ye, but not to doubtful disputations. For one believeth that he may eat all things, another who is weak eateth herbs. Let not him that eat despise him that eateth not, and let not him which eateth not judge him that eateth, for the Most High have received him. Right. So that's the balance of it. You can't judge from what a man doesn't do, and the man that doesn't do it can't judge from what the man does do. That's why even some brothers that might deal with a rib or 2 or 3, if a brother's dealing with that balance, you really can't say anything. But if a brother starts to slip on his game, then it's like, all right, brother, now I gotta get my 2 cents. But you can't get butt hurt because a brother could do something that you can't do. Because what is that? That's jealousy, and that's evil. And that can lead to covetousness, because you desire what he has, and some things, covetousness goes into your lust, and that can go into adultery, man. So remain in your lot. That's what it is. Know your lot and remain in it. The Lord gave each and every one of us brothers a lot. Some brothers have a bigger portion than others. Some brothers have a lesser portion than others, and that's fine. The Lord didn't give every man that talent. Multiple talents. Some brothers got more talents than others. Some brothers are multifaceted. Some brothers could do damn. Just like certain kids. You could, or I'll just say this: like you'll have certain individuals that can go all over the world. They'll go through these different damn jungles and different Arctic regions and be amongst the craziest of environments, and they just make it through. They just know how to naturally adapt. They just have that spirit. But you might have another person end up trying to do the same shit he had. His ass end up fucking getting kidnapped, beat by the villagers. Hey, because everything is not for everybody, man. It's just some things some people have the ability to do, which the word ability goes back to the word able. Some brothers are able to do some things, and some brothers don't have that ability. Some brothers are spiritually disabled in certain realms. The Lord just got the block button on certain things till He gives you that access, and always through all situations give all praise to Yahweh Shema Shai, even if you're not able to do certain things, because the Lord does these things to protect you. All right, you might not see it or understand it fully while you in your, in the flesh, but the Lord did these things for a reason, And you see certain men in the scripture. Some men didn't drink, some men did drink. Some men dealt with a lot of women. Some men didn't deal with any women at all. You had eunuchs in the scriptures. All right. So understand your gift and understand how to deal with brothers in their lives. Like I just said before, see what's profitable for all men. As I read Sirach 37, for all things are not profitable for all men. All right. And know what things are profitable for you. If it's not profitable, don't do it by any means necessary. All right, so I want to end by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Shema, Shai, by Shema, Kakwadash, double honor to the apostle of this great millstone. Shalom, Akim.